Today is June 1st, and because of that, LEGO has just released a bunch of new Ninjago sets. And so I may have bought a few of them. And by that, I do mean all of them. So without any further ado, let's take a closer look at each and every one of them, so we can see what is 100% worth it, and what you should really stay away from. So let's get into it. Taking a look at the first set, we have the Tournament Battle Arena. This set comes with Tournament Kai, Tournament Sora, Tox, who is actually exclusive to this set, one of the new Wolf Mask Warriors, and this set also comes with Evil J, who not only is exclusive, but is probably one of the best figures of the entire wave, and Cinder. And even though he is exclusive, he's still just not as exciting as some of the other figures in this set. Taking a look at the main build, there's a little arena at the front, and the idea is that you use this to get your figures to fight. And while that is an interesting concept, I'm just not too sure how well it was pulled off. Beside the arena, there's a simple yet fun looking weapons rack, and on the other side we have this drum of sorts, which has a pretty interesting play feature. So you're meant to pull back on this red Technic bar, which launches the drum off its stand. And yeah, I find that pretty fun. There are also these stairs leading up to this really cool statue, which looks a bit like Master Wu, though we can't be sure. And here we find yet another play feature. So you're meant to pull back on these red bricks, which then causes the stairs to flatten out. Overall, I would say that this set is just incredible. You get quite a lot for what you pay, including 3 exclusive minifigures, but all of them are still fantastic. And usually when you get minifigure sets like this, the builds just aren't that good. But that's just not the case here. I mean, I would still recommend this set if it had an okay minifigure selection. So yeah, this is definitely a must-buy for every kind of Ninjago fan. Taking a look at the next set, we have Cole's Titan Dragon Mech. And this set has only one minifigure, that being Mech Cole. And to be fair, it is a pretty cool minifigure, though it still does not feel like enough for a set this size. But I do get why they did it, because they wanted to put more budget into the mech itself, which is an understandable choice. So taking a look at the main build, there's articulation in the feet, the knees, the elbows, the hands, the shoulders, the head, and more. So yeah, quite a lot of articulation. The wings at the back are also removable, making this thing substantially shorter, which could be really good news for you if you don't have much space to display it. So to take it off, all you have to do is remove it via the Technic pins in the back, like so. And here's how it looks with the wings removed. And while it definitely doesn't look as good as it did with them, it's still a good alternative if you don't have much space. And I do think they could have done something more with these wings when they were detached, like turn it into some sort of glider, but maybe that's just me. I really like how they integrated this stone texture into the mech, and the distribution of the white seems to work really well in my opinion. I also think that the massive shoulder pads work really well, and I like the build of the head too. Though one of the coolest features about this set has to be the massive sword. The sheer size of that thing is just so impressive, and it's the perfect reuse of that piece. Overall, while I do really like this set, I do think it's mainly for older fans of Ninjago. The fact that it only has one minifigure takes quite a lot away from the play value of this thing, and all the articulation may cause it to fall over quite a bit during play. So yeah, fantastic set, but it may not be best for younger fans of Ninjago. Taking a look at the next set, we have Zane's Ice Motorcycle. And this set comes with one minifigure, that being Tournament Zane, and this is actually the only way you can get him. Unless you want to blow the bank on the Tournament Temple City, but I'm going to assume that not a lot of you will be able to do that. Taking a look at the main build, we have a pretty basic motorcycle, though it has these really cool ice crystals coming out of it, and these are actually part of the main play feature for this set, so let me show you how that works. So you're meant to press down on the back here, and what that does is it splays the ice blades out, like this. And while this feature is cool, this set really should have included a villain to use this against, because let me show you just how cool of an attack that is. just insane. Overall, I quite like this set. The build's quite fun, and while you only get one minifigure, the one you're getting is pretty good. Though there still should have definitely been a Wolf Mask Warrior included. Taking a look at the next set, we have the Source Dragon of Motion. And oh boy, this one is just crazy. It comes with Tournament Kai, Tournament Wildfire, Tournament Aaron, Jordana, a Wolf Mask Warrior, and Lord Roz, who just looks insane with his new red color scheme. Taking a look at the main build, we have the Source Dragon of Motion herself. I really like how they designed the head. The way they brick built it and used molded pieces at the same time works so well for a dragon at this scale. And the idea of using climbing hooks as horns is just genius. The armor on the legs with the Source Dragon of Motion symbol is also really cool. And the texturing on the legs is just done perfectly. Moving down to the tail, there's quite a lot of articulation here. And the dual molded spike on the end is just such a cool piece. But one of the things that really impresses me about this dragon is the wingspan, which is over 30 inches. The wings also have quite a lot of articulation, which brings in so many new opportunities for posability. I also think that this is one of the only times acrylic works for the wings, because the transparency here adds so much to the fiery effect. On top of the dragon, there's a throne for Lord Roz and his army. So let's take a closer look at that. And here is that throne. I really like this spiky thorn design. I think it really helps to make this build feel really villainous. And they did a really good job of carrying over and simplifying the design of the Shadow Dojo, just with the blue replaced with red this time. And whilst I usually don't like sets overusing Technic, I actually think it works pretty well in this case. This set also comes with these 6 Dragon Spirit pieces, and the fact that there are 6 of them makes me think that these are the other 6 Source Dragons in their spirit forms. Though then I'm a bit confused as to why they're orange. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the show. Overall, this is an amazing set. Maybe even the best of the wave. You get a great selection of minifigures, and the dragon is just phenomenal. And that could have been it. They could have stopped there, and it still would have been worth it. But no, on top of that, they give us that really cool throne, and those insane dragon spirit pieces. So yeah, I would 100% recommend this as something to save up for. But now, let's move on to the final set of this wave. And that of course is the Ninja Team combo vehicle. This set comes with Tournament Lloyd, Tournament Nia, Tournament Cole, Tournament Sora, a Wolf Mask General, and a Wolf Mask Warrior. Taking a look at the main build, there are 4 main vehicles. There are motorcycles for Cole and Nia, which can actually combine together into one vehicle. And yeah, this is pretty fun. There's also a small glider for Sora, which detaches from the back. And while this is small and simple, I can actually see a lot of kids having quite a bit of fun with this. And left behind from all that is the Lloyd vehicle. And yeah, this is not good. There's a bunch of exposed Technic in the back here, which makes it look so unfinished. And the difference in size between the front wheels and the back wheels just looks so weird in my opinion. Overall, this is definitely an interesting set. The minifigures are amazing, the build is alright, and then the price is just horrible. But honestly, I probably wouldn't recommend it. If you're getting the Tournament Temple City, you've already gotten most of the figures that make the set desirable. And even if not, you can probably get them for a good price off Bricklink. So is this wave any good? Well, to that, I'd say 100%. You've got the best Ninjago mech ever, the best Ninjago dragon ever, and a bunch of other great sets. I mean, even the worst set isn't that bad, and the minifigures are also great. So if you've been on the fence for any of these sets, I'd say go for it. I don't think you'll be disappointed with many of them. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. Stay tuned for the next one, where we take a look at the Tournament Temple City. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.